Pulled a real rookie move. Didn't charge up my phone, my recording device that I use for documenting stuff. And so pretty much I'm running out of juice. I was trying to get some footage of me brush hogging all of this, but my camera, my tripod kept blowing over. It's kind of windy outside, so I'll just walk you through and kind of show you what we've started. And yeah, it's the beginnings. A couple weeks out from selling the house or being fully finished with that, and then we can move on to really hitting it hard at the property and getting going. Just kind of widened up the driveway a little bit. We got about 600 to 700 feet of driveway here, and one of the first things we're going to do when the house sells is have our driveway situated properly. So they'll come out and they'll grade this down about 4 inches and then fill it back in, and we'll have a nice stable driveway. We're just gonna go with stone. We're not millionaires here, between us and the neighbors. But this straight part of driveway, instead of curving around, we're just gonna go straight there. So right through here is where they're gonna take it. There's a nice little hill here anyway, so no one's gonna be able to see into our space. So, and at one point, talking about our plans and what we were gonna be doing out here, and it involved timber framing and a bandsaw mill and a whole lot of work, saving a bunch of money, doing this debt-free. So we're going to continue to try to do that. My bandsaw mill is on. Should be here sometime in the middle of May. Getting a wood Mizer LX150, 35.5-inch cut capacity. We got this nice open field clearing here. It's about an acre. Driveway is right here. Come on down. So I'm going to have a gravel pad laid from about here out to right about there, and this is where the bandsaw is going to set. I've got lumber storage area to maneuver over here, and I've got to clear out a spot in the back there that's a little flat where my posts, beams, all the timber is going to sit dry in a nice shaded, cool environment. And over here in this fenced in area, there's actually a bunch of apple trees, mature ones that need to be pruned and fixed. We'll probably get rid of a couple of these, get rid of this fence, and you can barely see it, but this cabin right here, if we can do it, we're gonna move it right there. That's gonna be like a garden shed storage thing for various implements, tools, and toys. So if we keep walking down this path, turn you around, we've got continuation of our driveway. So it swoops on around, continuation of the driveway. Up here is where the house will be. This little runoff drainage that goes down to the creek down there. Come up this little hill. And this is where bulk of the work in the beginning is going to happen. So that drainage creek starts where we want to fully clear. We're going to go down to the creek. We're going to go down to the creek there. We're going to go left or south until we hit these hemlock, eastern hemlock trees. Any eastern hemlocks are pretty much going to stay. We like them. They provide a great canopy. Nothing grows under them. They shade well in the summer months. They protect well in the winter months. So it just makes a cool little spot down there. But all the rest of these hardwoods are going to go. And a good majority of them are going to be used for timbers in the house. We got a bunch of cherry and hard maple is really the mix that's up here. And the maple is not so rot resistant, so the cherry will be used for any exposed beams, post, framework, and the sill. So anything that's potentially going to get wet and stay wet needs to be a little more rot resistant. And then the maple can be for all the interior structure that's going to be covered and inside, and it'll be perfectly fine. And then we're gonna have to move what used to be the previous owner's camp. So this guy, pretty sweet little hunting camp, bunk beds. It's got a little wood burning stove inside of there. It's pretty sweet. We're gonna put this on some runners, little sleds, and we're gonna drag it out over into here for right now. Then I'm gonna clear a path, and there's a pretty awesome little spot back over there out looking over the creek. It'll be a cool little camp spot for the kids when they get older and whatnot. This is gonna have to get moved. I've got a lead on a pretty decent sized trailer. So I'm gonna mill up some cribbing and a couple of posts, and we're gonna use some hydraulic jacks to slowly lift this thing up high enough to be able to get that trailer underneath it here, and assuming that it doesn't tip over and fall to the ground and turn into firewood, we're gonna cut down some of these trees, move it down over into the clearing where this will be like our farm garden shed type thing. And this is currently like a storage unit. We're gonna move this to an actual storage unit so we can disassemble this. I'm probably gonna repurpose some of this because I'd really like to keep my Jeep covered until I'm done with this, and I can get it in a garage and actually finish working on it. Yeah, so the house will be going right here. So a corner there, out this way, and then a garage kind of angled off. Right now we're looking about a 1,400 square foot footprint with the full basement, so room to grow if we need it. But we'd like the corner to be somewhere around here and go this way so we can have a nice walkout, and this will be cleared down to the creek. This will be our bedroom and great room view looking out down over the creek, and all this will be cleared out. Make room for the yard and to make all the framing pieces for the house. So we're getting close. I just made the last trip today from the old house. We should be closing in a week or two, fingers crossed. Just waiting for the bank to say go. Then we'll pay off a bunch of debt, and we will start rolling on this in earnest, cutting down trees, chipping, burning, and then getting stuff hauled over to the clearing over there where my truck is, in preparations for the mill, which should be here in about a month, and have it set up, or so it'll be about 4 weeks. So this stuff can start drying in log form, and then I'll get it cut, stored, and in a couple months I'll be able to start cutting the joinery. And then later in the fall, if I can actually move at the pace I want to, we should be able to raise the frame, and we'll have the starting of a house. So we'll see you next time, folks. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. I will answer them as best I can, and I appreciate you.